nestled in the Rocky Mountains, Folsom Field in Boulder. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the Arizona State Sun Devils and the Colorado Buffaloes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and we are keeping a close eye on the weather, along with help from Holly Rowe.
It is a beautiful day, but I can tell you it is very cold down here on the field. I see a lot of players putting their hands by the heaters. There's a lot of heaters set up here on the sideline. We'll see how that impacts the game. Keep you posted from down here on the field. Back to you.
We'll see if they can handle the weather in this game. And the Buffaloes ready to kick it away first. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Uncertainty there. Play clock down to 4, and they'll call a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Here's Brown to begin the drive. They put the brakes on it.
And I think a lot of times when offenses run these counters, you're going to fake one way, right? Pull guys the other direction. If you can get some penetration really quickly, get behind those pullers, you got a chance to get in the backfield, just like right there, and create a TFL.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw. It's Bowling. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it. And you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, and get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
The Sun Devils have this offense rolling. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. The pull and throw off the RPO.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Second down, gonna throw it. Gets a hand in there.
This is the matchup everyone was excited to see in this football game, and it doesn't take long to get to it. One of the best receivers in the game, one of the best corners in the game, one-on-one, quarterback taking a shot, and early on, it's the corner who wins, knocking it away for the incompletion. That won't be the last time these two guys go toe-to-toe, but this is where your eyes need to be all game long.
Out wide right, it's Brown. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. And the Sun Devils go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Just keeps swinging it. Rushes on. Finds his target. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Throws it off the... It's a fumble on the play. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
This is one of those things coaches worry about. Under the lights, it's cold. You worry about ball security. When you get hit, man, it hurts so much more in these cold temperatures. The dude coughs it up. The defense with a nice play, forcing a turnover.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Again, it's Brown. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. They'll go with Brown. They make the stop, but not before. He gets enough to convert on 4th down, and rolling the dice pays off.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. It was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
And I like the alertness by this defense. 1st and goal, usually a running type situation. They were ready for the pass, broke on the football, and that could have been a huge play for this defense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. Just smothered on the play.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Dropping back, it's Boley. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
on the run. It's Young. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Give to the running back. Down he goes.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. From the gun on 3rd down, Lewis. Tight end finds a soft spot. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. That's exactly what they told us they wanted to limit, yards after the catch, and it pays off on this play.
And especially in these situations in 3rd down when you know the ball's going to come out fast, understanding that, breaking on the football, going, making the tackle, and forcing the 4th down.
Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Grabbed over the middle, it's Miller. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Moves the pocket. It's Boley. Fires to the middle. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49. The Buffs offense ready to begin this drive. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. He'll move it ahead, and a good productive play on the ground.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for the edge. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
That's exactly what you want to do against the option. You want that thing to string along out wide so you get more bodies to the football. Nice job playing the first option, the quarterback. They've sent the pitch out wide. Guess what? Ready for that too. They tackle him and they get him on the ground.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Right at the line. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice his safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
And the Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. Lewis escapes the pressure going right. Trying to make magic with his feet. At the 20, he's got space. There he goes. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. Buffaloes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Play fake, Lewis. Going for 6. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And a golden opportunity slips away from the defense there. That's one he'd love to have back. He knows he should have come away with the interception there in the red zone.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
Well, when you get down here inside the red zone, you got to be able to run the football, and it's one thing to do it conventionally, but I like the idea of mixing it up and trying to go jet sweep.
Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Making the adjustment. Throwing, Lewis. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Here comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
2nd and long here. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw, it's Bowling. Makes the grab over the middle. No chance to run, but still a good gain. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see them develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. He's going for it all. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
On the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Colorado offense comes out to go on the attack. On the run, it's Young. Turning it on. He's past the marker. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, missed the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. To the back. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Just feeds the running back. And he's brought down after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
3rd and long right here. Here's Lewis to throw. Back's got it on the screen. On the move at the 30. There he goes. He's brought down the 1, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Really, really smart job by your QB. Knowing exactly what's going on, knowing the situation. It's 3rd down, man. Survey the field, but don't force it. Don't make a mistake. Let your guy do the work. Great job dropping it off to the running back. He does the rest. Move the sticks and get a fresh set of downs.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Lewis escapes the pressure to his right. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. From the gun on 3rd down, Lewis. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out
there. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Let's send the tight end in motion. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
And nice job on second down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching them off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the first down.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. First down and 10. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
At the 35, he's open. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. To the air, it's Boley. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
They'll give it to Brown. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. There's timeout on the field. Arizona State calls it second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And a chance to really carry momentum with them into the locker room if they can take the lead here. 1st and goal. He wants to throw it. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Lets it fly. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
Man, it looked like this offense was going to get in the end zone for sure, was going to get a touchdown. But how about the defense bowing up, getting a sack, forcing an incompletion. Big 3rd down coming here.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide out trying to get it in. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown ASU!
Coaches talk all the time about finishing halves. Man, that is perfect execution down the stretch. Take the lead, take most of the clock, and you get the ball coming out. Way to close this first half. Great execution.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Gonna run it. It's Young. Found a little bit of running room on that one, but he's brought down and the clock continues to run. Throwing. Lewis. Makes the catch. It's Young. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
One of the biggest days of the college football season, and we've got you covered here from the EA Sports Studios in Orlando. We start with the Washington Huskies, taking on the number 21 team, the Penn State Nittany Lions. And it's Washington with a real chance to make this a memorable season. A 7th straight victory following everything that happened last year would put the rest of the sport on notice. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Here's Lewis to throw. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great, but they got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Gets the back moving. 3rd down from the gun, Lewis. He stopped right at the 31-yard line. That's not enough for a first down. It'll be 4th. And the Buffaloes will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes a nice grab at the 25. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. The Sun Devils offense makes its way onto the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Looking downfield, it's Bowling. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
And back to the air on 2nd down. This time he's got it.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
And if I'm this defense moving forward, man, I'm going to start thinking about, like, this is the guy. They keep featuring him. I've got to take him out of the game. I got to find a way to double him. I got to find a way on 3rd down to make sure this doesn't happen. This offense continues to run through him, and he continues to be successful.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Harris. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
That quarterback putting his face in the fan, I love it. Coming up quickly, making a tackle in space.
The Sun Devils now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Out wide left, it's Brown. Breaks into the open. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down. And the Sun Devils are flying down the field.
downfield. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils! The big tight end, always able to make the defense pay.
And tight ends have evolved so much in football. Man, these guys are like wide receivers now, and you see why. Got the athletic ability, the big bodies. Throw it to them, and they'll make big plays for you.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Coming out with it, it's Bowie. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Finds his man on the left. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
They need something that goes forward this time on 2nd and long from the 14. Lewis on the play action. He'll pull it down. Might have gone into that slide a little early, and he'll be short of the first down.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Pushes ahead. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he's stopped.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
And the Buffaloes getting set on 1st and 10. Lewis. Caught in the backfield, it's Young. Fighting off the defender. And this guy has some shiftiness to him, and he showed it off to the defense after picking up a few. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The Buffaloes come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Motion from the back. Plows his way ahead. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Love the play call on the RPO, and you're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss and then get into the 2nd level. The offensive line did their job, gave him a crease, but that was the running back making that linebacker miss in the hole before getting north.
Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. They'll send the back in motion. Throwing, Lewis. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to two. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Lewis to throw. Turns it upfield. Down he goes. And the Buffaloes will hustle to the line. Quarterback signaling to his guys. They'll move the tight end. Lewis from the gun on 3rd down. Reels it in. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. 4th down, Lewis. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Here's Brown to begin the drive. There he goes. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. One more time, it's Brown. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short as teams want to make their move in the rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Timeout taken by the Sun Devils, their first of 3. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. The fake wants to throw. Left side is Anderson. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
Man, nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be, is just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
They'll move the wide receiver. Grab behind the line. It's Miller. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
And how about that linebacker? Seeing the ball getting thrown really quickly to the wide receiver, breaking on it, and then be able to get that fast guy on the ground for no gain. That's a really athletic play by that linebacker.
Looking for a man. It's Bowley. Under pressure. And down he goes. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush. It's just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He'll take the deep shot. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Sun Devils line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Play action with Lewis. Unloads it left. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Follows his blocks. It's Young. Powers ahead, gets 4. He's down at the 10. Long way to go on 2nd down. Here's Lewis to throw. Right side, it's Moore. Forced out of bounds right at the 20-yard line, and that's the kind of play that can really get a drive going.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
You've got a 3rd and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. Motion from the wideout. Turns into the pile. They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him, and it's 4th down.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Plowing ahead on 4th down. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
I love offenses that can just rely on their offensive line to get it done in 4th and short situations like that. Turn around, hand it off, let's stay on the field and keep this thing going.
And the Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. Play fake, Lewis. They're all over him. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up 1 on the play.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative, and that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Lewis. He's going to let it go. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. This 3rd down a little longer after that penalty. From the gun on third down, Lewis. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And you got to expect it. To go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And you had to. I mean, the offense had to be aggressive. You're down multiple scores. You needed to make something happen right now. You had to be aggressive. I think you had to go for it on that fourth down. Now, obviously, the game's looking like it might get out of hand.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And this one isn't over because the defense still has 3 timeouts left. But, man, that clock is ticking, and they can just run the football up multiple possessions. They're going to need something magical to happen. They're going to need to start stripping at that football, create some turnovers, and get lucky down the stretch.
Here's Brown. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on first and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. Stopped right there.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. He's got it and still on his feet. He'll be stopped right there. They threw it short of the goal line, and now they've got some ground to cover on fourth down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Oh, they tricked him. It's a fake. He wants to throw. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. You want to be bold and daring, but sometimes you got to know when to just take the 3. Throwing, Lewis. Got it in the middle, it's Atkins. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
Now on first down from the 28. Lewis wants to pass. Out wide right, it's Atkins.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody in bounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. They'll take the penalty and move them back. After that false start, the whole approach changes now on 2nd and 10. Here's Lewis to throw. Fires left. He's got an open man. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. You better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Lewis on the play action. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He's going to take off. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
And obviously, guys, this drive is critical. You're down. You've got to score. So with a couple of timeouts in your pocket, man, like, that changes the whole dynamic of this 2-minute drill. Like, I can work the whole field. And here coming up on 3rd down, man, don't be scared to do that. Don't be scared to run it. Don't be scared to throw a screen to get some yardage to get a 1st down.
To the air again, Lewis. Turns it upfield. Turning it on. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Well, they're not able to hook up on that throw, but they need to score now. At this juncture of the game, this late in the game, they need a touchdown, they need an onside kick recovered, and they need to score again if they're going to win. The sense of urgency is just off the charts.
Throws for the tight end. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. The defense still has a couple of timeouts at its disposal, but down a couple of possessions, the offense will take a knee. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job of this